Dear students, how are you? Today we have a new chapter to study, Chapter 12, a glossary of usage, common usage problem, common usage problem. We have many words to differentiate among us, but first of all we have some formal words to know and the informal shapes of them. The formal words which we have are angry, unpleasant, agreeable, very impressive, and accelerate. Now what about the informal shapes of them? Angry would be steam. Yucky would be unpleasant, would be yucky. Agreeable would be cool. Very impressive would be totally awesome, and accelerate would be step on it. Okay, now let's go to our words. The first two words or the first two articles which we have are a and an. I think you know it well. A and an. We use a before the words which starts with consonant. Yeah, that's correct. Just like sofa, just like chair. But we use an before the words which starts with vowel. Just like egg, apple, orange, and so on. So this is the difference between a and an. Now let's go to the other or the next two words, accept and accept. Accept and accept. Accept is a verb that means to receive. Means to receive or to agree about something. When I say that I accept something, it means that I agree about it. Accept. But what about accept? Accept it can be used as a verb which means to leave out or exclude, or it could be used as a preposition which means other than or excluding. When I say that I did everything except this point, mean that I didn't do this point. I excluded from my action, I didn't include it in my action. Okay guys, accept and accept. The next two words are affect and effect. Affect and effect. Affect means or is a verb which means to influence. To influence. But effect can be used as a verb which means to bring about, or you can be used as a noun which means the result of something. Look at the third example which you have here. Read more about the effect of pollution. Mean that read more about the influence of pollution. This what the example which you have in your book, but here we have another example. The bright color had a beneficial effect on the patient. Mean that the bright colors have a good effect or good influence on the patient. Okay guys, the next word which we have is ain't. Ain't. This book mentioned ain't to warn you to avoid it in your speaking or writing. Avoiding using this word in speaking and writing. It is non-standard English. Guys, it means that if you saw it in any choices, don't use it at all. Don't pick it up at all. Okay guys, neglect it. Okay, the next two words are already and already. By the way guys, you could see or you could find a little bit differences between your book and the picture or the video which I gave you. No problem at all. I read all the words which you have in your book and I explain it to you, so don't be worried. Okay, the next two words which you have in your book are already and already. Already and already. Already means completely prepared. Completely prepared. But already means previously. Just like when I say, hey dad, I already finished my homework. Mean that I previously finished my homework. I already finished my homework. But when I say that they were all ready for assembly, it means that they are all completely prepared for this assembly or for this meeting. Okay guys. Okay, the next word which we have is all right. All right. Used as an adjective, all right means unhurt or Satisfactory, it means that, alright, don't be worried. Alright, it means that this thing or this situation is satisfactory. It doesn't need any worry, or it doesn't need any anger. Okay, guys, alright. Everything is alright. I think you heard it before. Okay. The next word which we have is a lot. A lot. Take care of this point, guys. These two, or this word has to be written in 2 words. I repeat it again. It has to be written in 2 words. A lot. Don't stick a or a to lot. Write them in 2 words. A lot. Don't write the expression a lot as 1 word. It should be written as 2 words. Okay, guys, take care of this point. Okay, the next word which we have is among. Among, see between and among. There is a difference between and among, guys. Between, I use this word when I speak about 2 persons. When I say that, hey, this is between you and me. You and me. It means that I speak about 2 persons. But what about among? Among is used when I speak about more than 2 persons. Hey, among your friends. Here I speak about more than 2 persons. Okay? Don't forget this point. Okay, what are the words which we have next? Anyways, anywheres, everywheres, nowheres, somewheres. Use these words without final S. It's not appropriate, it's not standard at all, guys, to use these words with S. Take care of this point. Don't use it with S at all. Anyways, it would be anyway. Anywheres, it would be anywhere. Everywheres, it would be everywhere. Now here's, it would be now here. Somewheres, it would be somewhere. Don't add S at all to them. Okay, guys? As. See, like and as. Like and as. We will differentiate between like and as, but at the back of the book, or by the end of this chapter. As if. See, like, as if, as though. We will look at them too. Non-standard and standard. Non-standard and standard. Where is your saxophone at? Where is your saxophone? Okay, guys. Sometimes at, don't use at after where. Don't ever, never use at after where. It's inappropriate, it's not standard, it's incorrect. Take care of this point. Now what about bad and badly? Bad and badly. Bad, it is an adjective. I think you know it, but well, it doesn't need to look at the page 203, because I will be so angry if you don't know it. Bad and badly. Bad, guys, it is an adjective. Yeah, that's correct. But what about badly? It is an adverb. When I say this, hey, I did this action badly, but he is bad. Bad boy, bad is an adjective, but badly is an adverb. Bad describes noun, but badly describes verb. I think you know it well. Because. See, reason and because. Okay. Sorry. Because. See, reason and because. We would see it. Between, among, here. I think we mentioned before, between, among, use between when referring to 2 things at a time, even when they are a part of a group or containing more than 2. Use among when referring to a group rather than to separate individuals. Okay, guys, don't forget it. Between, I use it when I speak about 2 persons, but among, I use it when I speak about more than 2 persons. Okay. What are the words which we have else? Just a minute. Okay, the words, as I told you, there is a little bit differences. Okay, bring what you have in your book. Bring and take. Bring and take. Bring and take. Bring means to come carrying something. To come carrying something. But take means to go carrying something. When I tell you bring something, mean that to come carrying something. You carry something and bring it to me. But take means to go carrying something. You take something. Hey, take this from me. Mean that you take this is from me and go. Okay, there is opposite in meaning. Okay, okay, bring and take. Bust and busted. Bust and busted. Take care of this word, guys, because it's a little bit confusing. Bust and busted. Okay. Avoid using these words as verbs. Use a form of burst or break or catch or arrest. By the way, guys, this word has a lot of meanings. When you search for it in the dictionary, you will find a lot of meaning about it. So please avoid it just like ain't and use the original word. It means that bust could be burst. It could mean burst, break, catch, arrest. All of these are meaning for burst. So please don't use it and use the original meaning. Burst, break, catch, or arrest. Okay? Okay, what else do we have? Okay. Cut off. Cut off. Don't write cut off. Don't write off with the helping verb cut. Again, guys, don't use off with cut. It's not appropriate. It's non-standard. There's nothing called cut off. Cut without off. Don't write off with the helping verb cut. Write cut have, okay? But don't use cut off. Also avoid ought to of. Don't use ought to of the same. Don't use should of, would of, might of, and must of. All of these modal verbs can be used with of at all. Don't use it with of. Of is also unnecessary with had. I didn't use I had of. It doesn't make any sense. What is the meaning of I had? If I had of, no, if I had. Don't use of at all with these modal verbs. Okay. Now, what about don't and doesn't? I think you know it well. Don't and doesn't. Doesn't is the contraction of does not. And don't is the contraction of do not. We use doesn't with he, she, and it, this and that, and singular noun. But what about don't we use it with I, we, they, and you? I think you know it well, of course. Don't and doesn't. Now, what about affect? I think we studied the difference between affect and effect. Everywhere we speak about it, and we say it's not appropriate at all to add s to these words. Anyways, everyways, now here's, and so on. Except and accept, I think we studied the differentiate or the differences between them. Fewer and less. Fewer and less. Fewer is used with plural words. Less is used with singular words. Fewer tells how many, less tells how much. Again, fewer is used with plural words. Less is used with singular words. Fewer tells how many, less tells how much. Guys, fewer is simply for the countable noun. I repeat it again. Fewer is for the countable noun, but less is for the uncountable nouns. Fewer for the nouns which you can't count. Just like when I say, hey, I have few cars. Few cars. But I can say, I have less water. There is a difference. Few cars, because cars are countable, can be counted, so I'll use fewer. But for water, I use less, because water is a kind of liquid and it can be, yes, countable. It can be counted, sorry. So it would be uncountable. So I use less. Don't forget this point, guys. Okay. Good and well. Good and well. What is the difference? Good is an adjective. Don't use good as an adverb at all. Instead, use well. When I say that, I use or I played well. Yeah, that's correct. I think I explained it before in the class. You remember? I can say that I played well, but it is a good boy. Good here is an adjective. It can be used as an adverb. But well is an adverb. I use it with verbs. Although well is usually an adverb, well may also be used as an adjective. It means healthy. Yeah, that's correct. When I say, hey, I'm well today. I'm well today, it means that I was sick, but now I am well. Well, when it comes as an adjective, it means in a good health. Healthy. It refers to health. I think you know this rule because we studied before. Feel good and feel well mean different things. Feel good means to feel happy or pleased. Feel well means to feel healthy. Yeah, that's correct. Again, well as an adjective means healthy. Means healthy. Don't forget this point. The next word which we have is head of. Head of. I think we talked it before and we said that it can be used with head of, can be used with head, just like could, just like ought, ought to. All of these can be used with of. Had ought or hadn't ought. The verb ought shouldn't be used with had. Take care of this point too, guys. We don't use had with ought. We use ought alone, ought to. We don't use had with it. Non-standard, Eric had ought to help us. He hadn't ought to. It's incorrect at all. It's not standard at all. So you have to cancel had. Standard, turn over the page please. Eric ought to help us. He oughtn't to have missed our meeting yesterday. Okay guys, so you have to cancel had. Okay, what else do we have? Hardly and scarcely. Hardly and, what else? Yep, hardly and scarcely. Hardly and scarcely, the word hardly means, or the words hardly and scarcely convey negative meaning. They shouldn't be used with another negative word to express a single negative idea. Take care of this point, guys. Before we said that we can't double negative, and we mentioned a table or a list of words which can't be doubled or can become with no or can be doubled with each other because you will double the negative by using them in the sentence. So don't use hardly or scarcely with any negative words. For example, I can't hardly can be I can hardly. You cancel not. We had not scarcely. It's inappropriate, not standard. It's incorrect. We had scarcely. We had scarcely. Okay, guys, we had scarcely. Very good indeed. Okay, guys, we stopped at this point. Thank you very much for your time. I hope to study these words well, and we will continue our chapter next week, inshallah. So study well, and thank you for your time. See you soon, and bye-bye.